Welcome to Tomcat Software's Creditor and Debtor Invoice Reconciler. You now see a sketch. The process starts with the vendor, if you look top right, creating an invoice. This is processed into your accounts payable program, if you watch the arrows. A file of all processed invoices is exported from accounts payable to the processed side of the reconciler. A statement of all invoices issued is generated as a data file by the vendor. This is emailed to the creditor clerk of your company. The file is saved and then imported into the vendor side of the program. Now that both sides are imported, the automatic reconciliation is run. The matching in this DEM is for invoice number 1234 for 100 against invoice 1234 for 100 on the statement side. Notice invoice 1235 for 900 matched with 12345 for 1000 on the vendor side. The reason why it matched is because the discount rate of 10% was given. Later we'll show you how invoice 1236 as a short paid is matched. Now we will run the reconciliation report. This will show you what has matched, such as short paid, and what is outstanding. But you'll only see this later on in the demonstration. The last line on the bottom going up to the right indicates a report being emailed to the clerk at the vendor company. The reconciler can import invoices from any accounting program. We now go into the vendor side of the reconciler. This is empty, ready for the import. We will import a file called Demo Vendor, which is in a folder called Dem Imports. Once we select the correct file and double click on it, the invoices from the vendor statement will import as the screen will show. Notice that the column on the right, called Recon, has no ticks in it. The mouse pointer, top left, is now sliding to take you into the invoices process side, which is also empty, waiting for the invoices processed. We will import a file called Demo Payments. And there are the processed invoices in the grid on your side. The next step is to run the automatic reconciliation. We first insert the date and then take note of all the different recon rules that we can apply, such as invoice number plus amount, matching with invoice number plus amount. You select the Run All Recon rules before running the reconciliation. The recon now runs in the background and only takes seconds. We've taken you back to the vendor side. Notice the tick showing the matches. The box that you saw is for sorting, where we sorted the matched to the top and the unmatched to the bottom. The new screen is the manual reconciliation override that allows for matching of transactions that should have been matched but could not as a result of complexity such as incorrect invoice numbers or short paid. You will see a short paid of 1,700 being matched against 2,000 on the vendor side. Notice the balance of 300. In the processing of this unmatched discrepancy amount, you are able to allocate a predetermined phrase or a reason for giving short paid. The screen now reflects the outstanding transactions on the vendor side as not processed yet into your accounts payable. Notice the difference of 300 Rand from the 1700 Rand and that it is and the 2000 and that it is still outstanding. We've taken you back to the vendor side and highlighted the amended transactions. From that, we have run the report. There are several things that you should know about this report. The first is that we can customize it to look and calculate as your existing report. The second thing is that this report can be automatically emailed to the vendor so that they can see how you have processed as you have. On the left is the vendor side and the right, the process side. The underpaids are first reflected, then the matched. The last page shows the outstanding invoices on the vendor side, not yet processed, into the payment side. Notice the amount of 300. And then lastly, the balance due to the vendor. There are many features in the Invoice Reconciler. Perhaps you would like to pause at the bottom of your screen so you can read those in your own time and then play again when you are ready to continue. Tomcat Software's Creditors Reconciliation Program is a successful program because it imports both processed and vendor invoices from any accounting program. It can apply numerous recon rules that cater for all payment types. The versatile customized reconciliation statement, plus numerous other features. Perhaps you would also like to pause the screen again to look at the list of other Tomcat software products.